most of you watching are young, which means most of you would save money by switching from the public to the private health insurance system, while having better coverage at the same time. Better coverage and lower costs? How is that even possible? Exactly that question is the foundation for the top 4 private health insurance myths that hold you back. What are those myths? Let's talk about it in this PerFinEx health insurance video. Myth number 1 is the most important criteria to me if clients ask me if they should switch to the private health insurance system: the coverage. And the myth goes something like,
public health insurance is good enough. I don't need the better coverage of the private health insurance.
Oh really? Is that so? Or, which is a lot more likely in my opinion, you never really used your health insurance, so you have actually no idea what people in the public system are missing. Because the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. As a representative, I bring you this WhatsApp message we received a while ago. Everyone told us public health insurance is free, which is another myth we'll come to later on. And of course, public health insurance doesn't pay for it, which is exactly what I mean. How many doctors have you called that told you that they don't work with publicly insured people? Or if they do, how many weeks or months do you have to wait to get an appointment? And if you finally get your treatment, what is the public health insurance really paying for? Because over the last 30 years, they dropped coverage for glasses, lowered sick leave pay from 80% to 70% of your gross income, introduced new co-payments for medication, increased co-payment for teeth replacement, and now there are rumors that they will drop coverage for all kinds of dental procedures completely. If you think the coverage of the public health insurance is good enough, then why are there additional insurances for the dentist, inpatient and outpatient? Can some of you explain this to me? And if your coverage of your private health insurance is too good and you don't really need it, then do it the same way that I do. Don't send any invoices to your insurance and receive your cashback. Here's my almost 800 euro cashback that I received from my private health insurance about 2 months ago. Speaking about the payment, myth number 2, which comes from Zorab. The price of the private health insurance will increase faster than the public health insurance. Good that we have official statistics for that. The WIP finds that over the last 10 years, the public health insurance increased by 3.4% per year, while private increased by 2.8% per year only. Now that doesn't sound that much of a difference, but it is. 10 years ago in 2013, the maximum premium of the public health insurance was 575 euros. Now, after 10 years, with 3.4% increase, which totals to 40.5% increase by the way, the maximum premium is 808 euros. A theoretical private health insurance that cost 575 euros in 2013 would be 736 euros today, about 10% cheaper than the public health insurance. And the public health insurance just started getting extremely greedy. Be aware of what's gonna come over the next couple of years. Our health minister said already that it's gonna become really expensive. Last year, you paid health insurance on salary up to 4,837 euros a month. Salary above that is free of public health insurance premium. How much do you actually pay? 14.6% standard premium plus additional premium, which every public health insurance charges on their own. On average, 1.3% last year. And then comes what most of you seem to forget all the time, the care insurance with 3.4%, which is part of health insurance as well, bringing your total percentage to 19.3% and your total payment last year to 933 on average, of which you pay half and your employer pays half. This year, numbers changed quite a bit, which you probably didn't even notice if you don't compare your payslips. Your maximum salary increased by 150 euro, your additional contribution increased on average by 0.3%, and care insurance by another 0.6%. So you pay 74 euros more this year, an increase of almost 8%. Ouch. Now we don't have the complete numbers for next year. We made some educated guesses, But our health minister already stated the additional contribution might increase to 2%. If it does, your public health insurance would increase by another 5% compared to this year. It's just like with the high inflation we are currently experiencing. The official statistics tells us it's 10% or even less, but if you walk into a grocery store, let's be honest with each other, it's more like 50% more compared to just a couple of years ago. My ass, 10% inflation. And it's the same with the official 3.4% rise of the public health insurance. There's an official statistic and then there's reality. Now, if that big of an increase is not a reason to switch to the private health insurance, I don't know what is. And if we can help you to select the best private health insurance plan out of the hundreds of different ones available, let us know by booking a free meeting with us right here. Very closely linked to myth number 2 is myth number 3. You cannot pay your private health insurance premiums in retirement anymore. It's gonna be too expensive. Now, we've just seen that the public health insurance got a lot more expensive than the private health insurance a moment ago, and we've talked about it in the video before. But anyway, let's talk about the private health insurance in retirement. The big misconception, where I feel this myth is coming from, is that most seem to believe that the private health insurance is getting more expensive when you get older, or when you send invoices to your insurance. And both are simply impossible. I have no idea who spread this fake news. The public health insurance increases every year because people earn higher and higher salaries. We've seen that just a moment ago. But the private health insurance premium is not based on your salary and not on your age or invoices either. If a private health insurance faces higher costs than expected because of medical inflation, the costs of treatment and medication rising, they have to give their new calculations to an independent trustee. If he finds the new calculations to be correct, the private health insurance can increase the premiums for everyone insured in this particular plan. So either everyone in a specific plan pays more or nobody. Increasing premiums for individual people for whatever reason is therefore not possible. That's the law here in Germany. But if still one of you thinks he knows otherwise, send over the proof that you have. Teach me, senpai. And the private health insurance is also getting cheaper the closer you come to retirement, because your premium consists of different components. Your health insurance and your care insurance. We clarified this already. The other parts of your premium is the sick leave money, the daily payment you will get once you fall sick for more than 6 weeks straight. That component goes away in retirement, because there's no more working income to substitute. And the seniority savings, the 10% extra you pay on top of your private health insurance premium, that gets invested for you. Here's how much everyone in the private health insurance saved so far. 325 billion euros. You pay 10% extra until age 60. Then it goes away and your private health insurance gets 10% cheaper. And then in retirement, your entire seniority savings will be used to keep your premium as low as possible. Here's a screenshot of my more than 13,000 euros I saved up so far in seniority savings. And if everything goes according to plan, I will save up more than 80,000 euros until I retire. Compared to how much I would have saved in the public health insurance? Zero. Myth number 4 is that the public health insurance is great because your family is insured for free, and in the private health insurance everyone pays extra. This is a vast generalization of things that will lead to wrong conclusions. So let's dissect this argument. Let's say we have one adult who is either self-employed or an employee with a salary of more than 66,600 euros a year. Those are the criteria to choose which health insurance system you want to be in. For somebody earning 20k or 40k a year as an employee, it doesn't matter what is better because he can't switch anyway. So this person pays how much in the public health insurance? Let's see if you paid attention. Did you? A little over 1,000 euro, split 50-50 with his employer, of course. If this person is married with or without kids and none of the family members earn any income, his family would be insured with him. So far, so correct. But if the other adult is working too, the same way, both pay 1,000 euros, so we're at 2,000 euros a month for the entire family. In that case, it might be a really good idea to cut your health insurance costs in half by switching to the private health insurance. Now, what about the kids? They cost about 150 euros a month until they're adults, and your employer pays 50% of their premium as well. So if both parents are working, you can have 4 kids and still pay less than in the public health insurance. In case you want to go more into detail with all the different health insurance combinations possible, check out this video. A lot of other people send responses on Instagram when we ask you about private health insurance myths. Thank you for that first of all. But we don't want to make this a 30-minute video. So if you have any more myths about the private health insurance that we didn't discuss in this video, write them in the comments now. Because shortly after the release of this video, we will start working on the video with the other myths that you guys send over. Just a little teaser. Once private health insurance, always private health insurance will be one of the myths in the next video.